welcome back, guys. I am your social studies tutor. Welcome to another lesson. We are at analysis and interpretation of data. If you have not seen my last videos, please go ahead and subscribe and look at in the video section for all of my videos. Watch, like, comment, and share. Congratulations to all the persons who achieve or attain their C-Sec and CAPE subjects. Congratulations. We are proud of you. Despite all that is happening around you, you have succeeded. Right, so despite all that have been happening, you have succeeded and we are proud of you. Special congratulations to my students, and I am happy for you. Before we go any further, remember to subscribe, like, share, and comment below. We are at 150 and more subscribers, and I thank you for that. I could not have done it without you. Thanks again to Tony and Cummins, who received their prize this week, and I look forward into working with you again, Tony, and thanks for your help. Okay, so we're at analysis and interpretation of data. That is what we will be looking at for today. And the analysis and interpretation of data is approximately out of all the days today. All right, so analysis and interpretation of data, what is that? Well, we know that when we analyze something, we pull it apart and we make sense of it, and that's exactly what we're doing. We're making sense of the data that we collected. So after you have presented your 3 graphs that you have selected, so the questions from your questionnaire, you have selected your best 3 questions to represent your problem statement, to represent your variables, your independent and your dependent variable. Then you are going to analyze that information. Analyzing the data means identifying trends, patterns, and inconsistencies. For example, relationship between age, sex, and perception of domestic violence. Are women or men more tolerable to domestic violence? Information like that. So you're making a comparison and you're also acknowledging patterns, things that have been happening over a period of time. Some persons, their analysis is based on gender, it's based on age, it's based on situation, it's based on socioeconomic background. But depending on the topic that you have selected and the problem statement that you're working with, that is how you're going to analyze your data. Analyzing your data is different from a discussion that you would have placed under each graph. Please note that it is different from that. Some persons mix the two activities or the two things that they're supposed to do, and then they intertwine them, and then they realize that they're repeating themselves. All right, so try not to repeat yourselves. Reference may be used such as secondary data. I usually tell my students that if you research in newspaper articles, you would have found that somebody else would have done this research before, and you can you can quote a part of that research article by using the APA style of referencing or citation. You can quote a part of that article to support your analysis of data. In your analysis of data, ensure to talk about one thing students don't understand is that if the data that you have collected is not true, you're going to have problems when you're supposed to analyze it, when you're supposed to talk about it. All right, so analyzing your data is basically you're talking about it, you're getting involved in the information. Getting involved is not telling your opinion, because opinion is not needed here. What you need to do here is to notice certain things that have been happening while conducting this research. Notice whether or not the issue is affecting women more than men. Notice whether or not the issue is affecting teens more than adults. Notice if this social issue have been going on for over a period of time. So you know for over 10 years and you know what persons have been doing about it. All of that must be included in analysis of data. It is 8 marks. and it must be structured properly. I usually tell students to pay attention to topic sentences and supporting arguments. I also tell students that they should also pay attention to include the evidence of research in your analysis of statement. And how do you do that? Is you take the percentage from the graphs that you would have done. Take, for instance, 10% of citizens agreed that. You take it from the graph and you put it in the analysis to give your, all right? Some persons may want to include definitions of key terms that they might have not defined in earlier chapters. So that's one thing you could have done in your analysis and interpretation of data. Now, students, it's very important that you pay keen attention to how you develop your sentences. In this section of your research, there are words that you have to consider using, words such as majority, minority, include percentages, as I said, or fractions. You might want to use words such as increase or decrease, increase or decline. You might want to use words such as drastic decrease, drastic decline. You might want to use words such as consistency. You might want to use words similarities, words that will help you to further describe or present to the reader what is it you want to say about the data that you gathered. So choice of word is very important when you're analyzing your data, because this will help your reader to understand clearly what is it you're trying to tell them about the information that you gathered. In your analysis and interpretation of data, you want to also include transitional words such as in addition to, surprisingly, overwhelming, on the other hand, similarly, in contrast, or surprisingly. Oh, I said surprisingly 2 times. However is another term. So use words such as that to further give clarity to what you are saying. That is it for today, guys. Next video, we will be talking about... In the next video, we'll be talking about statement of findings, and that is one you want to stay tuned for. Have a good one and have a blessed week. Bye-bye.